Hello, my friends. This is Jeannie. Welcome back. If you are a first-time visitor, welcome and thank you. I'm going to share with you a kind of display and storage solution that I came up with for my hat pins and stick pins. I have a pretty robust collection of hat pins and stick pins, and that's mostly the result of challenges that I have hosted in the past. I have received so many gorgeous, just stunning pins, stick pins and hat pins from you, my friends, and I have always wanted to display them in a better way. Up to this point, what I was doing with them was I was using milk glass and making kind of pin cushions with the milk glass and just sticking them in there and displaying them that way. But, it was okay. It was cute, but it really wasn't working for me because one, it's a dust collector, and two, I felt like it wasn't the best way to spotlight the beauty of some of these pins. So since I was moving into a new crafty space, I thought I would take the opportunity to finally sit down and come up with a better way of showcasing them. And I came up with this whole shadow box. So what I did was I purchased a shadow box. My shadow box, I believe I told you, right, was 11 inches by, maybe I didn't tell you. It's 11 by 14, and it has a 1-inch depth inside the frame, which is key because you want to have enough space inside of the shadow box for the weather stripping and for the pins themselves without the pins making contact with the glass, because you don't want to scratch the glass beads on the pins. You certainly don't want to scratch the glass, and most importantly, you don't want to crack the glass when you're closing up the display. The weather stripping, or the foam that's inside and that I use to make the strips, is actually weather stripping. For those who are not familiar with weather stripping, it's basically a synthetic foamy rubber type material that is used to seal off, the way we've always used it in my house is to seal off drafts in windows and doors. So we had some laying around, and it was filthy. So I ended up buying some new one from Amazon. And what I learned in shopping for weather stripping on Amazon is that it comes in a wide variety of sizes. And the one that I purchased is 1/2 inch thick and 1/2 inch wide. And the lengths, I think they come in 12-foot lengths, is how I purchased them on Amazon. You get 2 6-feet length strips, which is a total of 12 feet, and then you cut it down to whatever size you need. Because my box is 11 inches wide, and because there's also a smaller kind of frame inside of the shadow box to hold the glass inside in place, I didn't cut 11-inch strips. I cut my strips 10.5 and just centered them down the backboard of the shadow box so that I didn't worry about the ends of the strip bumping against the frame or preventing me from sealing the frames in the back. So how many strips you use is going to depend on how big your board is, but this weather stripping is perfect for pins. Here is a stick pin. This is just a little pin, a sewing pin that I use to unclog the bottles of glue on my desk. Here is the foam or weather stripping that I used, and it goes through perfectly easily, as you can see, and it's stable enough where you don't have to worry about the pin slipping out or it kind of sagging or leaning because it doesn't have enough support. This is really good material. Another reason I like the weather stripping is because it has an adhesive back to it. So all you have to do is basically, once you cut your strip down to size, is peel off the backing and stick it down, right? See? And stick it down. Boom. Super easy. Now, when I stuck these strips to the backboard of my shadow box, they look cute, but I thought the black was a little too stark. It didn't look finished to me. So I tracked down some bling at Tuesday morning. I found these amazing sheets of bling, and these are by American Crafts. And this is an adhesive rhinestone sheet. Look at how amazing this is. Isn't this crazy? It's beautiful. Okay. And there is the information. This is going to be in a recent Tuesday morning haul that I did. I recorded that haul today, and that video will be posting soon. But essentially what I did was just cut strips of the bling down to the size of the strips, peel them up, because this is an adhesive strip, and it's super strong adhesive. This is not some like cheap adhesive. This is pretty good stick. So I cut a strip that was wide enough and long enough to cover the weather stripping, and then I put the backboard back into the shadow box, and this is the end result. I think they turned out super cute, and in my case I ended up having to make 2 of these to house my pin collection. Here is the first one. Aren't these gorgeous? Maybe you recognize your pin here. And I will show you, let me carefully put this down on my glass mat, and I will show you the other one. This is the second one I made for my taller pins. These are more the hat pins in this display, and hat pins tend to be longer in length than stick pins. Honestly, I prefer the length of the hat pins. I think there's something that's just a little more elegant about them. I don't know why. They just appeal to me a little bit more than the shorter stick pins, but I enjoy them all. And this is my second shadow box. So again, if you have stick pins, hat pins, or any other beautiful little handmade items that you have been wanting to display and not sure how to do that, I think shadow boxes are a perfect way to do that. It's only a question of figuring out a method in terms of sticking whatever item or displaying whatever item you're trying to put in the shadow box. Figuring out a method to do that, and in this case for me, I needed something I can stick pins into, and I wasn't going to use fun foam. I wasn't going to do anything crazy like that. I used something as crazy and as basic as weather stripping. And weather stripping, I got my weather stripping on Amazon, but you can get it at the Home Depot or any other kind of home improvement type store. And this is a perfect example of taking something that is intended for one use and repurposing it in such a way that you have a new use for it. So in my case, my weather stripping is now the base of my hat pin and stick pin shadow box display. So if you have any questions, definitely list them down below. Otherwise, let me know what you think. I would appreciate your thoughts. I think it's pretty cool, and I can't wait to hang them up. And since I did get my shadow boxes through Amazon, they were relatively inexpensive, but I know that you can also pick up shadow boxes at Michael's. I don't know about Joann's. I don't know that that's something I ever looked for at Joann's, and I certainly don't know about Hobby Lobby because I don't shop at Hobby Lobby, but Michael's definitely has them, and you can always use coupons at Michael's, and they seem to always have their frames on sale there anyway. So that is my share, my friends. I truly do appreciate you taking the time to stop by. If you are visiting for the first time, definitely subscribe, come back and visit. I have other projects that I will be sharing with you as I do more of these DIYs to display my various collections here in my craft room. I will catch you all in the next video, my friends. Until next time, bye bye.